Oakland A's will host the Anaheim Angels. Hey, Jimmy, the new issue of Superman just arrived. I don't know if you want to take a look at it.
No, you go ahead.
I was online last night in the chat room till about 4 in the morning talking with these guys, having this great conversation about who would win the ultimate showdown, Superman or Batman. And
Wait,
what do you think?
So you're online with guys till 4 in the morning talking
must have
about
been 5 in
Batman
the morning, yeah.
and Superman.
No, Superman mostly, but it was about the ultimate showdown. And you wouldn't... Logan, everybody, Tim Kittrell on with Jimmy Shorts. Jimmy, you look a little down. What's the matter?
I got my parakeet, Petey. He's sick. He's been laying in the cage. Tried to give it chicken broth last night, but it was too hot.
Well, I don't know if you should be giving a parakeet chicken.
Scalded it.
Anyway, it's time to play ball. And the leadoff hitter heads to the plate. And this game is underway.
This guy loves pain. Look, he's laughing. He goes, I love it. I love this game.
No outs, a man on base. Erstad stands in. He is throwing some cheese.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, no. Ain't nobody gonna hit that except maybe Paul Bunyan.
Line foul. Takes off. Hit hard, second base. And Ellis puts it away, out at first. And that's a double play.
Man, I'd like to see more triple plays. They should work on that more. That wasn't a bad double play, though.
2 outs, nobody on base. Salmon steps in. Line shot to second. And Ellis makes the grab for the final out. And that ends the top half of the inning. After 1/2 inning of play, we are scoreless. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, giant Mexican squirrels. How big are they? Are they crossing the border? And how safe are your children?
Oh, that don't sound good.
Tips on how you can secure your home.
I had a pet squirrel once.
Oh, they're cute.
No, not really. He bit our mailman and we had to put him down.
And who delivered your mail, Jimmy?
Never got it again.
Ellis steps in. Holds up on the pitch out of the strike zone. And he lays off that pitch out of the strike zone. High hopper right side. And he is out at first. One out, nobody on base. And that's lined over the second baseman. He could have extra bases. Durazo rounds first. Throws to second. He is safe. And the ball is knocked loose. 1 out with a runner on second. Tejada stands in. Seeley, the windup.
In lacrosse, you get hit like every couple of minutes. Oh, that's a tough sport.
And that could not have felt good. I'd be surprised if he could even walk straight after that. Just 1 out, and they've got men on base. And that's line foul. Hit sharply, but foul. Pitch on the way. He's running. Sends up a drive center field. And Erstad pulls it in. Out at second. And that's 2.
How about this infield? Man, you gotta love that defense.
At the end of 1, we are tied at 0. Tonight on an all-new Buddies, Brock McCoy, star of The Weather Guy, guest stars in a very special episode of Buddies. You won't want to miss it. It's sure to be action-packed. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning.
Way to go, man!
And now the pitch. And this guy has quite a formidable arm, doesn't he, Jimmy?
Is that his real arm? It looks kind of fake. Remember that $6 million man? He had fake arms, one fake leg.
And that's line foul. And he looks at the pitch off the plate.
He didn't even flinch there. Well, I'll tell you, this booth stinks, Tim.
Sends a blast left field. Foul down the left field line. Fires, and he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone.
You know, they say ball players have great eyes, and that's a good example right there.
Got under that one to right center. Dye fields it on the bounce. Throws to first, and Anderson has himself a single. No outs and a man on. Lost, stares down the pitcher. Lost, takes a cold strike. Notice how he holds his hands right up next to his ears, Jimmy? He should bring them down a little closer to his body.
You ever eat pig ears, Tim?
My dog likes to chew on them. Look out, line drive right back at the pitcher. And he's out at first base. And they turn the double play.
Bada bing boom ba double play there, baby.
2 outs, nobody on base. Hudson looks in. Releases. There's a shot at first base, and he'll make the play. At the middle of 2, we are tied at 0. And don't forget, it's Western Week at WBNT. Stay tuned after the game for the network premiere of Big Rough Saddle Riders. It's an action-packed ride.
Speaking of action-packed rides, can you excuse me for a little bit, Timmy?
Where you going, partner?
I'll be right back.
Hit sharply over the shortstop. And Anderson makes the catch. One out. Bases are empty. The pitch.
That's the best thing that could have happened to this guy. Now he's on base.
If I didn't know better, I would swear that the pitcher hit him on purpose. I'm sure I'm wrong, but man. Long gets ready. Long takes a cold strike. 0-1's the count.
Any day now there, baseball player. Any day.
Ground smash right side. The throw to second, and he is out. And that's 2.
And with flawless execution, they turn the double play.
And so, at the end of 2, we are scoreless. And tonight, following the game, on Crime Scene Witness Stories, an eyewitness tells the story of witnessing a witness disappearance in a witness relocation program gone bad. It's sure to excite you. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Hudson, the windup. There's a shot to the shortstop, and he puts it away. One out, nobody on base. Hit hard
I
right.
saw him blow one like that the other night on TV. Man, he just made up for it.
2 outs, nobody on base. Kennedy digs in.
Way to go, man!
Delivers. Sends a blast left center. The throw to first, and he beats the throw. 2 outs, and they've got a man on first. Breaks for second. Line foul. And the runner goes. Fires to second. Safe. And he popped that ball loose. Oh, line drive right back to the pitcher. And that'll do it for this half inning. After 2.5 innings, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Newsbreakers, why Johnny can't read. Maybe it's because Johnny's teacher doesn't know Jack. Are your kids' teachers qualified to teach? What we found out will disturb you. Learn the shocking truth about why Johnny can't learn. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. Singleton steps into the batter's box.
Get your head down in front.
Singleton takes a strike, 0-1.
You know, do you think he's saying to himself, I'm gonna swing or I'm not gonna swing? You know, that's the real science to hitting. Either you swing or you don't.
Sends up a drive, and that ball goes foul. Hit sharply to the shortstop. And Eckstein reels it in. One out. Bases are empty. There's a shot, second base. He makes the grab. Two outs, nobody on base. Ellis takes a called strike. The count is 0-1.
Any day, come on, please.
Got under that one, into foul territory. Line smash, second base. And Kennedy pulls it down. And that'll do it for this inning. With 3 innings in the books, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Practical Reality and Mishaps, TV funnyman Ed Walston mistakenly jokes with his waiter. Watch what happens when our professional stuntman and 3-time kickbox champion is not amused. Erstad, 0 for 1 to this point. Flied out his last at bat.
Popcorn here.
And that was just an embarrassing swing right there.
Let that be a lesson to you youngsters. Don't embarrass yourself.
Hudson winds up. Erstad takes a strike. The count is 0-2.
And he lays off that one. Some nice gaps in the outfield. Let's see if he can poke one out there.
And he shows a good eye holding up on that pitch. The hitting coach has put in some extra time with this guy, and the results are really beginning to show. Much more patient, much more selective. The pitch, strike 3. Well, it's always better to go down swinging rather than looking. 1 out, bases are empty. Salmon digs in. And he doesn't take the bait on that one. And he showed great control holding off on that one. Hudson with the windup. Fly ball, center field. And Singleton makes the grab. Two outs, nobody on base. And that's line foul. Hit sharply, but foul.
T-shirt, Ted. Get the T-shirt.
And he scorches that one to left. Long fields this one on the bounce. And Anderson is on with a single. Two outs, and they've got a man on first. Gloss gets ready. Lined over the second baseman. Fires to first. He got him. And he could have made that one, Jimmy.
I don't know, Tim. He was running pretty hard. It looked like a truck with no brakes.
And so in the middle of the fourth, we are scoreless. Tonight on Newsbreakers following the game, the city pothole scandal grows bigger. The cover-up surrounding funds that were supposed to cover up potholes have disappeared. Or have they? You'll be shocked to find out what we found out in this shocking report. And that's line foul. Seeley, and here's the windup. Durazo takes a called strike, 0-2. And this guy looks very stiff at the plate right now, Jimmy.
Yeah, he looks like one of those guys made out of wax at the museums. I hate the museums.
You know, I read where it would take over 72,000 birthday candles to make one Babe Ruth. Isn't that something? There's a fly ball out to left field. One out. Bases are empty. Tejada looking for a pitch he can drive. Hard ground ball towards second. Throws to first. Out. Two outs. Nobody on base. And now the pitch. Hit hard to the alley and left. Erstad, he can't come up with it. Chavez rounding first. Throws to second. He's in there safely. Dye, 0 for 1 thus far. Flied out his last at bat. 2 outs now. Man on second. Looking for a good pitch. Pitch on the way. And he looks at one inside.
He looked like a Roman statue just standing there.
Gets under it, right field. The throw to first, and he beats the throw.
Oh, he's got to drop one and left. That'll get him on base.
And so there are 2 outs, men on first and third. Hedberg stares down the pitcher. Hit hard over the shortstop. Dye rounding second. The A's go up on top. Now rounding third. And Hedberg pulls up at second with a double. 2 outs, and they've got men on second and third. Seeley looks for the sign. Fires. And there's a shot to left. And Anderson makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. We've played 4. Leads by 1. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, we uncover sexy secrets of the stars. You'll be shocked to see what we found. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Spezio stands in. Got under that one to center field, and he'll make the play.
You know, right now would be a good time for a double.
1 out, nobody on base.
Hey, man, down in front!
And that's lined over the third baseman, and he pulls it down. There are 2 outs, base is empty.
Hey, you better get your head down in front!
Molina takes a called strike. 0-1's the count.
He might have narcolepsy. I'm pretty sure he's asleep right now.
Molina takes a cold strike.
That pitch looked good to me, but that's neither here nor there. No use in wondering what could have been.
Hit sharply second base. And Ellis pulls it in to end the frame. After that half inning of play, leads by 1. Tonight on Newsbreakers, what you don't know about your toothbrush can't hurt you. Or can it? What we found may shock you. Or will it? Singleton, nothing doing today. Flied out his last at bat. And that ball is caught by the center fielder. Hernandez, 0 for 1 thus far. Flied out his last at bat. 1 out. Bases are empty. Seeley, now the windup. And he gets under it, and that'll go foul. Delivers. Line foul. Releases, and that's line foul. Hit hard, first base. He makes the grab. There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Drives one to center field.
Look, he's smiling. You can tell he didn't expect that one.
And so at the end of the inning, the A's lead by 1. Stay tuned for From Left Field immediately following the game. Then it's the season premiere of that powerful new drama, Mason's River Crossing. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning. The pitch sends up a drive left field, and Long pulls it in. One out, nobody on base. Line smash back to the pitcher, and he puts it away. Erstad, 0 for 2 so far. Nothing much last at bat. He struck out swinging.
Shop, I heard that.
And that ball just went through the old man's window, and he is hot now. And so there are 2 outs and a runner at first base. Salmon steps in. Line shot to first. Erstad rounding second. Rounds third. And Salmon winds up at second with a double. 2 outs, and they've got men on second and third. Touch them all, it's a home run! And Anderson puts his team up by 2. You don't get a lot of opportunities when the pitcher has good stuff. And when he makes a mistake, you better be ready. And ready he was.
That ball seemed to have pretty good location, but the hitter put it in a better location, over the wall.
Just when you think it's safe to go grab a hot dog or soda, bam!
You're sitting around for 5, 6 innings, you have to go to the John, then boom, shakalaka. That's the worst.
2 outs, nobody on base. Lost, stands in. Lost. Takes a cold strike.
I guess that pitch wasn't good enough for him. Now he's wasting everybody's time.
Hit in the air, but foul. And he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone. Not an easy pitch to lay off. He's really developing some patience now. And that ball's lined to first. And Durazo puts it away to retire the side. With the bottom of the inning coming up, Anaheim leads by 2. And coming up after the game, a very special episode of My Old Man's a Dork. Corey's stinging one-liners and wisecracks go a step too far. This gripping episode will disturb you. Discretion is advised. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Laces one over the shortstop. Anderson, and this one's going to be out of reach. Durazo heads for second. Fires to second. Out. One out. Bases are empty.
Look at me! Hey, I'm an idiot! Look at me!
He ropes one over the shortstop, and he pulls it down. There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Chavez steps in. Line smash into left field. Anderson will field it on the bounce. Safe at first. And Chavez is on first with a single. And so there are 2 outs and a runner at first base.
Way to go!
Takes off. Hit in the air to right field. Throws to first. He is safe.
A base hit here will make his teammates so happy.
2 outs here, but they do have men on base. Hit on the line toward third. Chavez rounds third. And Hedberg is on with a single. There are 2 outs, and the bases are jacked. He takes off. And he dropped the ball. The A's narrow the deficit. And here comes the runner from third. Gets under it to left center. And Erstad puts it away. After the bottom half of the inning, Anaheim leads by 1. I saw that Spider-Man movie, Jimmy. He didn't look like a spider to me, just looked like a kid going for trick-or-treats.
Now, Tim, every once in a while you might want to bring it back to baseball. Just a thought there, partner.
Spezio looking for a pitch he can drive. And that ball hit him. And he's going after the pitcher. Holy smokes! Okay, you made your point. Now, can we please get back to baseball, folks? Fulmer, 0 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at bat. Digs in.
Hey, sit down.
Fulmer takes a called strike. The count is 0-1.
He smelled something rotten on that pitch, Tim. I'll tell you, he didn't like the smell of that.
Swings and misses on the slider. You know, often a hitch in your swing, Jimmy, can be traced to dehydration as a result of too much bacon in your diet. Maybe you ought to give tofu a try.
Yeah, that's dumpster sludge tofu. That is terrible.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he just smoked it by him there, Jimmy. Molina, 0 for 2 on the day. Flied out his last at bat. Gets ready. Molina takes a strike, 0-1.
He didn't even know that he didn't swing. He's daydreaming or he's somewhere else.
The pitch, hit hard right side. The play at second, in time. And Molina reaches base safely. 2 outs, and they've got a man on first. Hit sharply first base.
Oh, he missed it.
And Kennedy has himself a single. There are 2 outs, but they do have runners on base. He's running. Rose to third, and he is tagged out. With the bottom of the inning coming up, Anaheim leads by 1.
You know, I was thinking about this, Jim, last night. Maybe you can help me. How many urinal cakes do ballparks go through each year?
Well, my uncle used to be a urine cake salesman, Jimmy. I'll ask him. Singleton, 0 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at bat. Now that was some pitch, huh, Jimmy?
Oh, that thing was a beauty, baby. It was like here and there, and then boom, in the catcher's mitt.
No way he can throw those all day. And now the pitch. Singleton takes a called strike. 0-2's the count. And he got caught looking.
What was that? That looked good to me. How you gonna get on base without swinging?
1 out. Bases are empty. It might be. It could be. It is a home run! And Hernandez ties the score. You can see sparks come off the bat on that one.
Oh, I think he just got lucky there.
If not for the win, that ball would still be traveling.
You gotta keep the ball down and away from this guy, and otherwise that's what happens.
Nobody on base. Ellis digs in. Hit hard, first base. Ellis rounding first. And Ellis is on second with a double. 1 out, and they've got a man on second. Breaks for third. Fires to third. He's in there safely. Chopper to the pitcher. Sealy picks it up. Out at first. The throw to third. Tejada, 0 for 2 so far. Flied out his last at bat. Sealy winds up. He takes off, and he cracks one to right. And Salmon makes the grab. After the bottom half of the inning, we're all tied up. Had some local blueberries on my crispy rice this morning, Jimmy. Summer, blueberries, and baseball with crispy rice. Just like being a kid again.
I'm allergic to blueberries, and my throat swells.
Eckstein, 0 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at bat. Hudson now ready for the delivery. Hudson with the windup. And he... Oh, with a beautiful catch. One out, nobody on base. Hudson, the windup. And the sinker is really a tough ball to hit, Jimmy.
Swung at it like he was chopping weeds.
Erstad takes a cold strike, 0-2. And he just froze up like a beauty contestant after being asked who her favorite author is.
Come on, little hit. Just a little hit. It's always...
Hit hard over the shortstop, and he'll make the play.
Nice. Hey, we got any more of them peanuts and monkeys brought up to us yesterday?
There are 2 outs. The base is empty. And that's lined over the first baseman. It's sharply, but foul. Releases, and that's line foul. Hit hard right side. And he is out at first. After that half inning of play, we are tied.
You know what? Last night I swear I saw a UFO. It came swishing across the entire sky. Yeah, I think it was from another planet.
And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Chavez steps into the batter's box. Seeley, the windup. Line foul. Hit high in the air. This one has a chance. And it's gone! A home run! And Chavez gives his team the lead. He waited for his pitch, and he knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, you can say that again. He knew exactly what to do with that mistake. Parked it somewhere on the parking lot. I bet he hit a car.
The pitching coach might want to come out and talk it over with the pitcher after that, Jimmy. Just say, hey, it happens to everyone. Go on under the next guy's whiskers. Let him know you're not scared. And so, the A's add a W to their win column. And that's it for us up here in the booth. Tim Kitzrow for Jimmy Short saying arrivederci, bonus nachos, and sayonara.
Dan, what's with all these? You should work at the UN or something. Come on, out loud.